The ballroom grows silent now. The candles flicker, the gowns shimmer, and yet an invisible chill sweeps across the ton. For though the music fades, one sound still lingers, the scratch of a quill, steady and merciless, writing what no one dares to speak aloud. This is Lady Whistledown's world, a world where truth and lies intertwine like ivy around marble pillars, where every glance hides an intention, every smile shields a secret, and every secret has the power to kill. The Ton believes her to be entertainment, a cruel but clever observer. But what if she is something more? What if she is the puppeteer, and every dance, every romance, every betrayal has been choreographed at her desk? Season 4 does not promise safety. It promises revelation. It promises a night where masks will fall, where shadows will lengthen, and where the blood of secrets may spill across the grand halls of Mayfair. The question, dear reader, is not if Lady Whistledown's deadliest secret will be revealed, but who will pay the price when it is. Picture this: the Queen sharpening her vengeance, the Bridgertons guarding their honor, the Featheringtons clawing for survival, all of them caught in the web of one woman's pen. And yet perhaps the most dangerous secret is not about them at all, but about Lady Whistledown herself. The season will end, as it always does, with a name written in bold black ink. But this time, it may not be the name of a duke or a debutante. It may be hers. So listen closely, dear reader, as the final echo drifts into the night. One secret can crown you, but the wrong one can kill you. And so, dear reader, the curtain falls. The chandeliers dim. The violins play their last note, and the ton drifts into uneasy silence. Yet silence does not mean peace, for though the music has ended, Lady Whistledown's ink has not run dry. Somewhere in the darkened streets of London, a quill waits, poised, trembling, hungering for its next victim. This is not merely gossip. It is not merely scandal. It is the heartbeat of a city that thrives on appearances, a city where masks are worn not only at balls but in everyday smiles. And every mask eventually must crack. The greatest question that remains: when it shatters, who will bleed beneath it? Season 4 does not promise comfort, nor does it promise happy endings. What it offers is fire. It offers vengeance. It offers the kind of secret that can destroy not just reputations, but entire lives. Whistledown's words may once have been entertainment, but now they are prophecy. Each sheet she releases is not a report of the present. It is a warning of the future. And when the final scandal of the season is revealed, when the last gasp echoes through the ton, one truth will remain. Lady Whistledown has always been more than a writer. She has been judge, executioner, and perhaps the condemned herself. So until the doors of the next season open, remember this: ink does not fade, secrets do not die, and the deadliest quill in London is still writing. Yours in scandal and silence, Lady Whistledown. Dearest gentle reader, imagine a world where secrets are more dangerous than swords, where one woman's quill can topple reputations, destroy families, and perhaps even take a life. Lady Whistledown has always been the Ton's greatest gossip. But what if her words, we, Lady Whistledown, has long been the most mysterious voice in London's high society? She writes with charm, with cruelty, and with a power that no one else dares to hold. From the very first season, her scandal sheets have shaped the lives of the Bridgertons, the Featheringtons, and every family desperate to keep their reputation clean. She is a shadow in plain sight, a phantom with ink-stained hands, and though her words appear harmless, the ripples they create are far from innocent. When the truth of her identity came to light, many believed the greatest mystery was finally solved. But in truth, dear reader, that revelation was only the beginning. Because Lady Whistledown's secret is not merely who she is, but what she has done. Every line she has written has carried weight, pressing upon the fragile balance of society. And sometimes when reputations are torn, when engagements are broken, and when families fall into ruin, there is more than heartbreak at stake. There can be destruction. There can be revenge. Think back to the grand balls where masks glittered beneath candlelight. The letters slipped into eager hands, the whispers that spread like wildfire through parlors and gardens. Lady Whistledown was everywhere, yet nowhere at all. Her words made the queen restless, lovers despair, and rivals burn with envy. Every character we love and hate has been touched by her quill. But what if, in Season 4, the stakes are higher than ever? What if those sharp sentences and clever revelations hold not only scandal but danger? The Ton thrives on secrets, but secrets, once revealed, can be fatal. Lady Whistledown's story may not simply be about gossip anymore. It may be about survival. Not only sharp, but deadly? What if Lady Whistledown's pen has already written more than gossip? What if her sharp words have left behind something far heavier? Ruined fortunes, broken bonds, and perhaps even blood on the ballroom floor. Some whispers say her quill is no better than a weapon. For what is a sword compared to a secret that can destroy an entire name? Imagine this: a careless rumor about a young lady's virtue, and suddenly her chances of marriage are gone forever. A single sentence suggesting dishonor, and an entire family slips into disgrace. In the world of the Ton, reputation is everything. Without it, one cannot marry, one cannot rise, one cannot survive. Could it be that Lady Whistledown, knowingly or not, has already taken lives, not by hand but by reputation, driving some into ruin from which there is no return? Theories circle like hungry wolves. Some believe the Featheringtons may have suffered most from her venom, that their fragile standing in society was pushed further into danger by her revelations. Others turn their eyes to Queen Charlotte, who has never been blind to Whistledown's insults. If the Queen were to strike back, would Whistledown's words be the cause of a much darker punishment? And then, there are the quieter suspicions. What if Whistledown's writings do not simply reveal scandals, but also hide alliances? What if she uses her paper not only to mock the Ton, but to control it, pitting rivals against each other, protecting her own secrets while painting others as villains? A chessboard of whispers where every piece is moved by her hand, and where some players are destined to be sacrificed. Could Season 4 show us that Lady Whistledown's greatest scandal is not who she is, but the silent destruction she has already left behind? A trail of victims no one speaks of. Because in high society, polite silence often buries the deepest crimes. There is a truth hidden between the folds of Lady Whistledown's scandal sheets, one more dangerous than even the Queen dares whisper. Her words may not only ruin reputations, they may have ended lives. For every ruined engagement, for every broken promise, there lies the shadow of something far more chilling, a ruin so complete, it cannot be mended. Consider, gentle reader, the story no one tells aloud. A young debutante, stripped of her virtue by a single paragraph in Whistledown's pages. Her family falls into disgrace. Invitations to balls vanish. Suitors scatter like frightened birds. Alone and shamed, she vanishes from the glittering ballrooms forever. Did she run? Did she suffer? Or was her fall so steep, so cruel that she never recovered? Whistledown's name does not appear upon the gravestones, yet her ink may well be carved upon them. There are whispers, too, that a duel once fought was not merely the result of wounded pride, but of a rumor fed to the wrong ears by her quill, a husband's fury, a brother's defense, a friend's betrayal, all sparked by a few damning words read over breakfast. In the Ton, lives can end not with steel, but with scandal. What if Lady Whistledown has been pulling these threads all along, weaving a tapestry of tragedy that no one dares to see? And here lies the most terrifying thought. What if Whistledown is no longer only a writer of society's secrets, but a keeper of her own? What if her pen is dipped not in ink, but in guilt? Guilt of secrets so dark they must never surface. Secrets that, if revealed, would shatter the very Ton she has ruled with her words. Season 4 may not bring us a tale of love alone. It may uncover a deathly scandal, one Whistledown has buried deep, yet cannot escape, because every secret longs to be revealed, and the deadliest ones scream the loudest. Season 4 stands before us like an unopened letter, sealed in wax, waiting to shatter the calm of the Ton with revelations too sharp to ignore. What secrets lie hidden in its folds? What lives stand on the edge of ruin? ready to fall with just one more stroke of Lady Whistledown's quill. The Queen's suspicion grows heavier, like storm clouds rolling over the ballroom chandeliers. Each glance, each whisper, each narrowed eye hints that Whistledown's mask may slip again. And this time, the consequences could be fatal. What punishment awaits a writer who dares to humiliate royalty? What fate finds a woman who toys with the power of life and death in polite society? But Whistledown's danger does not rest solely in her enemies. The Bridgertons, the Featheringtons, the entire ton, all dance beneath strings pulled by her unseen hand. Season 4 may force them to ask, is she chronicling their stories or controlling them? Is she merely a mirror reflecting scandal, or the very storm that creates it? Picture this: masked figures drifting across a glittering ballroom, but shadows stretching longer than candlelight can explain. A quill scratching across parchment, but the ink spreading like blood across silk. A love story blossoming, only to be crushed beneath the weight of an untold truth. These are not the games of gossip any longer. These are the games of survival. And as the music swells, and the eyes of London fix upon her once again, Lady Whistledown may find that her sharpest weapon is also her greatest weakness. For secrets demand a price, and in Season 4, dear reader, that price may finally be paid in full. Dearest gentle reader, the ton thrives on elegance, on dances beneath chandeliers, on whispered promises made in gardens at midnight. But beneath the lace and the jewels, beneath the powdered smiles and velvet gowns, there beats a darker heart. A heart that belongs not to dukes or duchesses, but to the faceless figure who watches them all, and writes, Lady Whistledown. For years she has hidden in plain sight, weaving tales that set London ablaze. But one must ask, how long can a woman wield such power before it turns upon her? Secrets are not gentle companions. They claw, they wound, they demand to be freed. And the deadliest ones, they do not rest quietly in ink. They rise, they haunt, and they ruin all who dare to keep them. Perhaps in Season 4, the most shocking scandal will not be the ruin of a marriage or the fall of a fortune. Perhaps it will be the revelation that Lady Whistledown herself carries the darkest burden of all. A burden so sharp, it may cost her more than her pen, more than her reputation. It may cost her very life. And so we stand on the edge of another season, waiting for the ball to begin, for the music to rise, and for the quill to strike once more. Yet this time, every reader, every rival, every friend and foe alike must wonder, whose name will Whistledown write, and whose name will she destroy? Because, dear reader, ink can stain more deeply than blood, and the deadliest scandal has yet to be told. Yours truly, Lady Whistledown.